Hi guys, this is Kayla Calver from cleverpacks.co.uk, and I have a special week this week starting today. We're gonna have 5 videos and we're all gonna have a bit of a theme. We're still working on Christmas, but the theme is about light. I have a celebration coming through this on Saturday, and it's my birthday and I would like to have something different this week. So all the projects that we're going to do this week will involve light. I don't want to show you not to spoil, so I'm going to show you how to put this tree together. This is my working sample, and I've used the designer series papers Paisley and Posley come with 2 12 by 12 sheets of special foiled paper. There is a blue one that I used before, and there's this very vanilla with copper polka dots that I actually quite love it, but it's a shame that we only have 1 sheet in each, and for this project I need to use the whole of it, so I couldn't do 2 of the same tree for you. I have this pom-pom trim that I had for a while now, and I was looking to buy, but now you can buy it in white. So if you're looking for this, you needed to look for the white version of it. And I'm gonna show you how to do it. This whole tree was made out of 1 sheet of 12 by 12 paper. And I want to show you how did I cut. That's why I didn't, normally I have it all ready and to go. But this time I just wanted to show you the full process of how did I get by doing that, the tree. So what we're gonna do, and I just got mine without the trim that goes inside. We need 4 sides for our tree, and we're gonna cut 4 slices of 3 by 12. So what we need to do before we do that, let me go to 2 inches. Sorry about that. I'm gonna go to 2 inches and score, and will make more sense than having to score each of the pieces afterwards. So it's 3, and we're gonna cut all 4 of them. I don't know if you've seen, but the promotions that we have going on this week, we have some special again to celebrate, and I am having a special deal with people that actually shop from our shop, and you have using qualifying purchases, you can actually get extra bits from me this week. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna get to the half point, which is 1.5 inches, and just notch. And the whole process is very simple. There is no marking with pencils or anything. You're just gonna use this notch that you have here, align to this the middle of this tray, and then get to the point where you scored. I'm not so sure you can see the scoring now. A point where you score and align with underneath, so you create an angle from the middle to the bottoms to the first score. So let me get this here, and this I'm gonna just cut, so you end up with this. On the other side though, we're gonna turn around again, align here to the bottom, this little point, which was our middle, to the score line, which is here, and then we're going to score this one. So be careful, you're going to score this part. And can you see this the first line here? We're going to align our score line to that and then cut. So we align this one here and here, and now we're going to cut. I know it's a white paper, maybe it's helpful this side. So you see, we align and cut the first one. When we turn around, we score, and then we cut. We need one side to attach to the next, so we make the whole tree. We use a similar technique when we were doing our advent calendar earlier last month. And let me just do the same on all 4 of them, and I will come back to you. Now that I'm on my last one, I want you to know I cut first, because it's much easier for you to guide yourself if you start with the cutting, because next time you just needed to align to the point, to the pointy end, and score. I've done that before. Just be a bit careful when you do this here, because you might end up with the blade cutting when you don't need it. Okay. As I said, we have a special thing going on, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of a preparation for the other use that I need. I found it easier to use tear and tape to close on this tree. I thought it was helpful to be able to use this one. It is a strong glue, and you can actually have a little bit of a leeway to position it. So we're gonna just prepare this with tear and tape. I'm just being a little bit more zealous in using the scissors, but you guys don't need to. I'm gonna actually cut again. That's why I'm not too fussed about the top anyway. Let me just, sorry if I have my head around, because I just needed to be able to look where I scored and stick to it. As I was saying, this next week, this week up until all the way to Saturday, we have some deals. If you're shopping with us, you're gonna get extra products. Just have a look and see if you can benefit from it. And it's still time to get things for your Christmas preparation, or even your stockings if you're giving this to your friends or your family. So here we have all of them already ready with tear and tape. We needed to actually cut an angle here, because you see the pointy thing is very, very thin, and we don't want it to interfere when we start going around. So you get a very sharp angle and go for it. Don't be afraid of trimming this. If you choose a different paper, I have had a go, and I'm actually gonna make a couple to give as a gift to a friend. And I'm gonna use Fancy Frost, which is a lovely textured white stock as well. So here we are. We have all 4 sides, but because of adding light, as I am very soon, I wanted to create a slit to be able to turn on and off my tree. And I'm gonna use a hole punch for that. Let me see if I can actually get one, because I don't see where mine's gone. Okay, I'm gonna use the largest size that I have, which is the 1/8. No, this is the 3/16 is my largest size on this one. And I'm gonna punch 3 holes very close to each other. Yeah, so if you see, this is your score line, and this is gonna be the back of our tree as well. So I'm gonna punch once, twice, and 3 times a lady. And I'm going just to, I don't want it to have these things, because I don't want it to influence on how I slide the switcher for my lighting. So here we are. They became very popular. I've seen quite a few times now on projects. And I wanted to show you how I'm gonna use and the types that I have. I have seen this one being used often, which looks like one of those waterproof candles that I remember buying for my wedding. So there was only one light at that point in time, and you just twist, and there it is, the light's on. It's a lovely, lovely asset, and then you can actually find this quite cheaply on Amazon. But that wouldn't work with our tree, because I don't want to be opening and closing every time I want to switch it off and on. And it would be a little bit of a hassle actually to get this working with this project. So I went on looking for and exactly the same product. And let me show you, because I have a brand new one here. The light switch in this one is flat, so it was very discreet. But what actually caught my attention was how the ability to actually simply switch with this handle, little handle here. Yeah, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna now get our tree together, and then I'm gonna feed this the lighting outside, and I'm gonna get this inside of our tree. And let's go and start cracking on with this one, because I don't want our video to be too long. There is some leftovers around, so I'm just being a bit more careful. And I did something silly. I did not burnish and score the score lines. Fold and burnish. I will do it right now for this one. Now that the glue is on now, I can just do it by itself. So I need to glue and then fold. Okay, I've been a bit of a trouble there. Let me just get this one folded before we do anything else and burnish. Okay, let's get into our take two and get this bone folder and just fold and burnish our lines. That will make much easier just to align whatever is there to the sides. Okay, so we get this, and then let me just get out tearing tape, and let's align this two together. Okay. We're aligning these two, making sure that we have all glued. And we're gonna do the last one here. And just make sure I'm not gluing myself to the table again. And here we are on the fourth slice. And now we have the one to close. So we're gonna just make sure we have everything that we need before we take the, yes, I take the second paper that protects the turn tape. So here we are. I'm just gonna make sure we glue it around the top and coming down. Can be a bit fiddly at this point in time, but here we are with our three. And just to consider that we have this area that we created for our switcher that is the back of this tree. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna get this light that we have, and carefully we're gonna have to feed through this open that we made. Okay, and we're gonna keep this little bit that is the end of it inside this bit, which is the electronic connection inside. Yeah, this is meant to, is a LED. There's 20 lights in this one, and it's meant to be cool, so it wouldn't be an issue to be inside of our tree. The next stage, the next step, what we're gonna do is pass this on inside. So what we have now, we thread the whole part, including this. I will just bring it back. I just want you to see it. We're gonna actually, we want this to be here. Yeah, the switch to be actually poking just that little lever to turn on and off our lights. Okay, what we're gonna do is, for you to actually get this here, this needs to be connected to one of the sides, and in this case the one on in my right, your left. And how we're gonna do these, we're gonna use some dimensionals on the back of the switcher, just to give it a little bit of height and get the height, the right size to it. So let me just get this. Let me see where this is gonna go, which is the direction. Okay, this is it. Just be aware of where you actually made the opening, so you actually can get this in place. So I got 4 dimensionals here, and I'm gonna attach this to the side of to the flap on the side, on the right side. I'm just gonna make sure that I have everything in the right place before I do this, because I don't want it to be moving around afterwards. Once I glue the side, I will glue the side in the right place. Okay. All right. This wire will bug you for a little bit, just so you get in place. So I get it in the right place that I want. And I just close the other one. So what we're gonna do, just to make sure that this is right. And now we're gonna close the 3. Yes, so this is how it's gonna look when it's actually completely closed. You will come and it will be closed like that. I'm just gonna trim slightly, just in this slightly and here, because I don't want to be poking to the sides. I just need one pair of scissors, and I'm gonna take a little trim out of it on both sides. I'm just making sure that I can turn it on and off before I will close this. It's moving more than I wanted to move, so let me check that I can actually turn it on. I'm just going to make sure that I have glue on these side parts as well. So I'm going to put some tearing tape here, because then we'll avoid any kind of movement that I don't need. There we go. So I'm going to close the both sides in here. Bit fiddly today. So I'm making sure that these sides are secure together. Okay, and now I'm gonna secure the back and the switch. It's just that my wire is trying to poke in the wrong direction that I don't need them to poke. There we are. And now I'm gonna glue this side. I have fast fuse here, so faster. It's much easier to use as well. So okay, I do have my wire poking out of the back, just on the same area where it was our switch. And now we have our switch here. Then I'm able to turn on and off. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off for the time being, because I don't want the light in my eyes or yours. And I want you to be able to see it. The whole point here now is to actually wrap the light around the tree. We have quite a good length of it, so you can actually keep it quite close. And I found out that the easiest way to keep the wire in place would be to use glue dots. So I'm gonna do these. I'm gonna speed up a little bit because it is our video is quite long. and I will come back once all of it is secured. Okay, now we have all the lights set up. The only thing that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get some normal stick tape and just get the very little end attached to the bottom, because there's no light there. It's just a simple end of joint wire. And we have our tree. So let's turn our tree back on again. Just get it right here. Okay, so our tree is all set up with the lighting. What I did, I just didn't need to show you guys fiddling with the wire. I just got the wire and I went on and on and on around. So is enough of wire length to go once and get to the top, and then you go around tightening and always pinching on the corner, so because then it starts getting the shape of the tree. And again, you can bring the wire all the way back down and finish it off right here, towards the back where we start this switch. I was just holding. If you put your finger here, it will avoid the slider to move when you are switching on and off. Just get that tip to whoever you're giving, or if you're making it for yourself. Okay, what I thought, this paper is from, I don't think I said, this is from Pop of Pink. It has also 2 different foil paper, and it's a gold base foil. And Pop of Pink are this like sprinkle like, and they have the large polka dots and gold as well, which I've used before in another project. So I got this sequin, which is the gold sequin trim, and I'm gonna do exactly the same that I did with the light. I'm just gonna stick to the bottom with some glue dot. Let me just take it off because I end up using quite a few. And you have to put just once here and another, you know, it's not solid putting everywhere. It's just to make sure that the trim gets and holds in certain places of your tree. It's like putting those decorations, I, gosh, can't remember to save my life now, the name of it. It will come to me after I finish filming. But that's what it meant to look like. It's just to give a little of a sparkle when the tree is not lit. And we're gonna go all the way up, and I'm gonna secure it a couple of glue dots at the end of it. The whole point is to have the lights coming up. I will add this to our project. I just want to trim this here. Here we are. And I'm gonna put 1 glue dot right on the top to hold it in place. Here we are. Don't worry about being too neat, because on the top is gonna go our only our ribbon, and we're gonna make a bow for it. I love this stitched edge ribbon. It is white, keeping with the whisper white on the back of our card, and real red, which I'm also using it very quickly on a little sentiment that we're going to add to this tree. So we just make a little bow. Doesn't have to be large. If you prefer to have an angel on the top of it, you can make a paper angel for it, or you can also have a star. I just wanted to find something different to do, because I've done a star before on our advent calendar. I don't want to be repeating and giving you different ideas now. Again, I'm going to add some glue dots in the back of this one. I think it's a strong enough glue to actually hold it in place. If you prefer, you can have 2 balls, one on each side of it. I want it to be here. I want it to be in the front of the tree, because that was the side of the tree. Just pay attention to where your light switch is. Yeah, I think we actually need another one, because it will look a little bit bare in the back if you're looking this in a center, as a centerpiece. So let me just get this second bow done. Actually, I managed to get 2 bows without too much of a stress. There's a record today. Not that they look amazing, but I got 2 bows done. So let me just cut this again and again, and get some glue dots in this side, because the other one looks better. And 2. Okay. And let me get this. Just realize that the bow is a bit bigger. I just want to keep it to the same size as the other one. Here we are. So now we have 2 bows. I'm gonna take pictures because I think at this point in time it's a bit more confusing than it is helpful. So let me put everything away, and I'm gonna show you what I did for the sentiment. Got a lot of things around now. I'm not gonna do this. Our video is way too long for us to do this as well. I use the Stitch It With You stamp set, and I use Merry and Bright, just to keep being in the light of what we were doing with the light theme. And now I used the Rio Red stamp. Sorry, completely blanked me. I used the Rio Red pad, and I stamped it to it, and I used a bunch of Banner's frame lit dies to actually cut Merry and Bright. I've used the Whisper White because that's the base of our card, so we kept everything at once. I'm just gonna put it away. Again, you can actually choose whatever glue you wanted, but the whole idea was just to add this here. I thought on putting bubbles and all sorts of different things in here. I will actually leave the decoration for you guys to come up with your creative, and please share and let me know how did you came about. I will put the details on the blog for the light where I got it. So that is our tree, lighting tree. I will post pictures when the light switches on. I don't think you want to be in the dark with the video, but that's our project today, and I hope you enjoy. All the details for it are in our blog. Subscribe. We have lots of things going on from now until the beginning of January, and I have lots of little projects, and this week the other 5 projects involving light. I hope you come back and enjoy. Happy crafting. Bye.